Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Cobblemon guide. Today, I'm going to take you through the biggest update that Cobblemon 1.4 brought, and that is the 69 new types of berries that you can find in your world. I put a lot of effort into figuring out how all these berries exist because I couldn't find any info about them online. So through a lot of trial and error and a little bit of help from the community, I figured out how to get every single berry in the game. So I'm going to teach you how to get every berry, what they all do, and how to breed berries, mutate berries, and farm berries the most efficiently. So if that's what you need to know, stick through the video. We're going to teach you. So first things first, we need to talk about some berries that are easy to get. Now, the berries that are easy to get are going to be the ones that will spawn in your world or sometimes drop from different Pokemon. I can't find any information on exactly which Pokemon drop which of these berries down here, but, you know, just keep playing the game and we'll figure it out. However, the berries that we can find are base 12 berries. That's the Oran berry, which restores 10 HP, the Cherry berry, which heals paralysis, Chesto, for when your Pokemon's asleep, Pecha when it's poisoned, Frost when it's burned, Aspear when it's frozen, Person when it's confused, and then Raspberry, Bluckberry, Nana berry, Weepear berry, and Pineapple berry are basically just used for crafting. I don't think they have any use in Cobblemon other than that. But yeah, so those berries are found in, you can find Oran berries in every biome, Cherry berries in plains, Chesto berries in the forest, you can find Pecha berries in the jungle or a swamp, the Raspberry in any arid biome, so deserts and things like that, mountains and taigas for the Aspear berry, the Parison berry you can find in all biomes, the Raspberry in forests, the Bluckberry in mountains and taigas, the Nana berry can be found in jungles and swamps, the Weepear berry can be found in the plains, and then the Pineapple berry can be found in any arid biome such as deserts. So those are all the base berries. That were the ones that you usually find in trees in your regular, Pokemon playthroughs. Of course, first 12 here. Now, these next 18 berries, you can put them on your Pokemon to half the damage of a super effective attack. So let's say, for example, I have a Torterra that is quad weak to ice. If I were to put a Yache berry on it, it would only take half the damage from its first ice-type move. So it's very good for, like, competitive team building to put these types of berries on your Pokemon. But these can also be found in the world, or dropped by Pokemon. So these ones can be dropped by Pokemon, or you can find them. They're a bit rarer than these 12 berries, so you might have to search a little better. But the Aka berry you can find in sandy biomes. Same for the Pasho berry, or humid biomes. And then the Walk-On berry can be grasslands, hills, or the sky biomes. I think that's if you have like Terralith or biomes of plenty installed, they're sky biomes. I don't think there's any in vanilla Minecraft. Correct me if I'm wrong though. Jungle, temperate, and lush biomes. Again, these are biome spawn tags. So a lot of biomes that have different spawn tags. There's documentation for that in the description for what is what. So yeah, Yache berry is going to be in freezing and taiga. The Chople berry, mountains, bamboo, and taiga. The Kabaya berry in forest, mushroom biomes, spooky, and swamp biomes. Shuka biomes, arid and grassland. Koba berries on the peak, temperate, and sky biomes. Payapa berry, desert, floral, magical, savanna, and spooky. Tanga berries are going to be forest, jungle, swamp. Dripstone, mountain, sandy, and volcanic for the Charti berries. The Cassip berries are going to be dripstone, lush, spooky, swamp, and taiga. The Haban berry is going to be found in jungle, magical, mountain, sky, and volcanic. Culbra berries are badlands, spooky, and taiga. The Babiri berry is bamboo, mountain, taiga. The Shilon berry is temperate and grassland. And the rarest, the Roselli berry in floral, island, magical, and mushroom. Farfetch'd. Stop it. Stop eating my berries. So yeah, these are the 30 berries that you'll just be able to find in the world, okay? Now, keep in mind, 30 berries, there's 69 new berries in this game, which means that there are mutations for the other 39 berries. And each of these berries are going to be the base to make other berries, okay? So I'm going to just go ahead and start getting into the berry trees to teach you how to make every berry. I'm not going to showcase every berry, just show you the crafting recipes, because that would take a long time for the similar effect. So first, let's talk about the first three that you can make: the Leppa berry, the Lum berry, and the Citrus berry. Leppa heals PP when a Pokemon's PP goes below 0, or to 0. A Lum berry cures any status effect. And citrus berry will heal a quarter of your HP when you're half HP or less. So the way I have this set up is you need to mutate all 3 of these berries with this berry. So these guys are orange berries, and this one's a lum berry, with one of these 5 berries that are crowning it. So a bluckberry and an orange berry make a leppa. A raspberry and an orange berry make a leppa. Pineapple, orange, nanap, orange, wheat pear, orange, etc. However, don't get confused. Raspberry and bluckberry will not make a leppa berry. They don't do anything. They don't mix. Actually, they might. I haven't memorized those, but from what I know, they don't mix. Same thing here. A rost and an orange will make lum. Pecha and orange lum. So any of the status berries will make a lum berry. And then we have these ones down here. These ones are mutated berries that I haven't talked about yet. But you can make citrus berries with them, which is a very important berry, which is why I have it separated. It's one of the most popular berries in competitive play, along with the lum berry and the super effective berries over here. But you got the guava berry, the wiki berry, figgy berry, mango berry, and ayapa berry. All mixed with lum berry to make citrus berry. Again, you only need 1 of these 5 with its respective counterpart to make these. Now, real quick, I'm going to show you how to mutate berries. It's super duper easy. So I'm just going to grab some bone meal because it's so useful to use bone meal. It's not expensive at all to get them. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the 2 berries you want to mutate and put them next to each other. And then you're going to want to grow them. As you guys can see, there's already a leppa berry on here. You'll be able to see if there's a mutation while you're doing it. It's easiest to see with darker berries like this or contrasted berries. So I would recommend using like the bluckberry as opposed to like a raspberry to try and do this. But if I were to go ahead and pluck this, you'll see I'll get a leppa berry. So it just replaces one of the berry yield you'd get of a bluckberry to be a leppa berry. And then you can go ahead and you can grow your own leppa berries. So you only need to really get the mutation once to get the berry. So you don't really have to worry about that. But that's how you breed berries. So now I'm going to show you all the breeding trees that I know of. I will make a little disclaimer that I'm not sure if this is all the berry trees, but I will show you how to get every berry. Some berries have multiple ways to get them. If I didn't, see that in my studies, I'm sorry. But needless to say, every berry that you'll need will be able to be mutated with this guide. Maybe not the exact same way that somebody else might teach you, because it's a very in-depth, and this video would be very long, and the prep would be very long if I took that time. So I hope you guys bear with me for that. And yeah, let's get into the first tree. Okay, the first tree is I'm going to call them the trees by their base. So like what you get from them first. So this is the figgy berry tree. I went ahead and put the trees in here so you can see what you want. So the way you'll read this is so. If I were to breed a cherry berry with a parasm berry, go to the space in the middle, go down, you'll get a figgy berry, okay? Which restores a third of your max HP at a quarter or less. Confuses if it's a minus attack nature. Very complicated. So by the same token, if I were to take a figgy berry, mix it with a raspberry, I would get the tuga berry, which also cures confusion. And then I would take the Culber berry and the tuga berry to get a Spellon berry, or an Aka berry and a tuga berry to get a tomato berry. And then I will use the Chopal berry and the Spellon berry to get a Lansat berry, and a Spellon berry and a tomato berry to get a Salak berry. So that is all of these. Again, the new berries that you get from this are the figgy berry, the tuga berry, the tomato berry, the Spellon berry, the Lansat berry, and the Salak berry. Very useful. So you'll have to, if you want to get a Salak berry, you're going to have to mutate a cherry berry and a parasm berry to get a figgy berry. And then you'll have to get a tuga berry, and then you'll have to get a Spellon and a tomato berry, and you'll have to get a Salak to get the Salak berry. So it's very complicated. So I would recommend screenshotting this or something. Again, as of recording this video, none of this information is on the wiki. So I really just, I used the help of JEI here, and just trial and error to try and figure out if these were all true and such. And so this is what I found is true. So that's the figgy berry tree. The next tree we have is going to be the wiki berry tree. Speaking of wiki. So you'll get a wiki berry by mixing a chesto and a persimmon berry. And then if you mix a persimmon berry and a blackberry, you'll get a cornberry. Now a cornberry with a pasho berry gives you a palm tree berry. Cornberry with a rindo berry will give you a kelpsie berry. And then if you mix the palm tree berry and a cabia berry, you'll get a mickle berry. and then a kelpsie and a pam tree to get a lychee berry. So yeah, so the new berries you'll get there are wiki berry, the corn berry, the pam tree berry, the kelpsie berry, the mickle berry, and the lychee berry. Now, I'll keep this in mind. It's probably a good idea to get all these berries, not only for farming purposes, but because there's an achievement that you can get for getting all the berries. I've got all 69 in my inventory, and I've obtained one of every berry, and I got an achievement for it, which is a rare achievement, which means it gave me a lot of XP. Hi, Starly. You look so good. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, the next chest I have here is going to teach us how to get a Mango berry. There's a couple berries that we get from here. So we got the Pecha and the Parasm berry, gives us the Mango berry. Mango and Nanab will give us the Magost berry. A Tenga and a Magost will give us a Watmel, and a Magost and a Roselli will give us a Qualot. You'll need the Watmel and Qualot to make a Ganlon, and if you take a Watmel with the Chillon, you'll get the Custap. So from this tree, you'll unlock the Mango berry, the Magost berry, the Watmel berry, the Qualot berry, the Custap berry, and the Ganlon berry. Some of these are very useful as EV reducing berries. Again, I'll give you guys a guide in the description on what all the berries do. But those are those ones. That's the Mango berry tree. Okay, next up, we've got the Aguave berry tree. So we'll need a Parasm berry and a Raspberry to get the Aguave berry. And if we take the Aguave berry with a Weep hair, we'll get Rabuda. If we take Rabuda with Shuka, we'll get Hondu, and Rabuda with Babiri gives us a Durin berry. Hondu and Durin gives us a Pitaya, and Durin with a Charti will give us Jaboka. So again, from this one, we get the Aguave, Rabuta, Durin, Hondu, Jaboka, and Pitaya berries. So pretty good. Again, we got a couple of the EV reducing ones, which would be very useful. Okay, this next tree is the Ayapapa berry tree. So this is the mutation tree for this one. It's a little bit bigger than the other one. So let's go through it. We got the Parasm berry with an Asper berry to give us the Ayapapa berry. The Ayapapa berry with the pineapple give us a Nomal berry. And then we got Nomal and Payapa will give us the Baloo. And Nomal and Yache will give us the Greppa. Now, if we take this Baloo berry and we mix it with a Koba berry, we'll get the Roap. If we mix it with the Greppa berry, we'll get an Apricot. And if we take the Greppa and the Pomeg, we'll get a Starf berry. Again, it's a very, very big tree here. A lot of different things, like 4 in a row here to make stuff is quite a bit. All right, and the very last chest here is the Hopo berry chest. And it looks like a lot. So let me explain it a little bit, okay? So first and foremost, a Lepa berry and a Lum berry is going to give you the Hopo berry, okay? Now, if you were to take a Hopo berry and mix it with any of the 18 super effective attack berries, you'll get the Enigma berry, which restores a quarter max HP after the holder is hit by a super effective move. A pretty good berry. Now, the Enigma berry makes a couple things, which was very confusing to make in this chest, so here's how I did it for you. So the Enigma berry with a Haban berry will give you the Pomeg berry. The Enigma berry with a Wakon berry will give you the Moringa berry. Again, Wakon, Enigma, Moringa. And then the Enigma berry and the Kasib berry will give you the Key berry. So in this tree, you get the Hopo berry, the Enigma berry, the Pomeg berry, Moringa berry, and the Key berry. And that is all 69 berries that you can get in Cobblemon 1.4. But that's not all I have to show you guys. Because there's a couple tips I have for growing your berries, okay? So let's go over here to this guy. There's a new item they introduced into the game called Mulch. Now, Mulch has a variety of effects when it comes to growing all kinds of Cobblemon crops, but for the context of this video, we'll just talk about berries. Now, this is shapeless crafting. To make a mulch bag, you need paper, rotten flesh, bone meal, and dirt, and you get a mulch bag. Now, there's 8 different types of mulch in the game. There is the growth mulch, the rich mulch, surprise mulch, loamy mulch, coarse mulch, peat mulch, humid mulch, and sandy mulch. Now, these 5 mulches are berry-specific mulches that help your berries grow. Now, keep in mind, again, another disclaimer that there's no info about any of this on the wiki yet. I looked up the crafting recipes through Just Enough Items, and I did a lot of testing to try and figure out what they all do. I don't know exactly which specific berries these help. I know, for example, the Oran berry, it benefits from peat and loamy mulch. I don't know how, if it increases its growth speed, its harvest, or its mutation process or whatever, but I do know what these 3 do. At least I tested it, and I found some results. So, again, this is just the results of my test. Might not be exactly how they're coded. However, this is just what I found. So the growth mulch will make your crops grow faster. So what you'll do when you have the grow mulch is you'll just take your berry, and then when it's in its stage 1 form, you'll just go ahead and mulch it, and you'll kind of see that this doesn't have mulch and this one does have mulch. You know, that one has mulch and this one doesn't. You can tell when it's mulched. So this will grow faster than this right here. A little bit faster. I had noticed when I was growing berries over here, this one was in stage 2 of its growth, while this one, which had a different kind of mulch, was in stage 0. So it seems to be quite a bit faster. So if you're looking for efficiency, growth mulch will be where it's at. The next mulch is the rich mulch. Now, from what I found, a rich mulch will yield more berries on average than a non-rich mulch crop. So, for example, this has rich mulch, and it yielded me 7 berries. This one does not have rich mulch, and it only yielded me 5. Now, berries have a very wide array of yield. I've seen berries give me 10. I've seen berries give me 4. But on average, it seems that the growth berry has been giving me more on average than the non-growth mulch berries. They don't increase the amount. A 10 is still, I think, the biggest I've seen. I might have a Mandela effect. It might have been like 8 or 9 or something. But the growth just seems to make your berries grow or harvest a little extra on average. Now, the last one is the surprise mulch. Now, surprise mulch, from what I found, makes it more likely than that 12% to give you a mutated berry. If I were to bone meal this 10 times, I would get about, maybe 3 or 4 Lepa berries. If I did it on this, I would get like 5 or 6. Now, maybe I'm just getting extremely lucky, and that's not how it works. But this is just, like I said, I'm guessing. All the info will be on the wiki at some point. I know the dev said that they've been quickly updating all that, but, check the wiki in the description. I might put a thing in the comments when I know what these do, whether they work. Again, I have no idea what these guys do, so I'm not even going to make something up, because I don't know which berries work for which. All I know is Oranberry is peat and money. Other than that, yeah, that's the mulch. And I think that just about covers everything you guys need to know about berries in Cobblemon. If I missed anything, please let me know. Again, there will be things in the description. I'll put the berry tree page in the description to see if it's, if it updates. Obviously, you'll be able to see maybe some more crafting trees that I wasn't at. Maybe there'll be easier way to get berries than what I showed you. Again, this is just what I know for sure. Also, you might see a little bit more mulch, uses as well. And I'll put something in the description about what each berry does, in case you need to know which ones you need to grow for EV reducing, for super effectiveness, and things like that. Because I know some berries don't have their tooltips. Most of the important berries do. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys share it with somebody who keeps asking you what berries do and how to grow them and everything. If you found it useful, be on the lookout for more farming guides for the Farm and Friends update. I've been EYRIE, and you have a great day.